Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly Facebook Live. Today I want to talk about profile writing, dating profile writing on the apps. I've been saying now is your opportunity while people are in lockdown to meet people and to go on online dates, to go on video dates, But guys, we're all coming out of lockdown pretty soon. Things are happening. I'm in Toronto, things are happening. Like my partner Jerry, he's a dentist. Dentists are allowed to go back now. We just have to wait for some guidelines to come out. Hi Conti, nice to see you. So that is things are happening, right? We're coming out of this quarantine, out of hibernation, and it is critical that you have a good dating profile. Hi, Mary Carol, all my usuals. So let's talk about dating profile writing. So there are lots of components to it. There are pictures, there are what to write, there are how much to write, how little to write, all of that, right? But I want to focus on one thing, and that is, good afternoon, Mary Carol, and that is what to write. So in general, so I'm not going to tell you exactly what to write, okay? But I'm going to tell you the content of what you should be writing. So write what you feel. Now, hear me out. I'm going to explain that. Don't write how you want to feel necessarily like with a guy, or don't write what you feel in this moment. That's not what I'm saying. Write from a feeling place. And this is where the femininity stuff really comes in, because as a feminine being, we are so connected to our feelings and what we feel and our heart. And that is what grabs a man's attention, is us being connected to our heart. So, but if we're in our heads and say I like to do walks on the beach, I have a dog, I love my dog. Okay, boring, right? But if you say, it feels amazing when I walk on the beach with my puppy and the breeze is in my hair and the sun is on my skin and I just feel so alive. Bingo! You're going to grab someone's attention. You're going to stand out from the crowd, different than all the other profiles that these men are seeing. They're going to be captured. You're going to capture them. That's magnetism on paper. Okay? So what you write is really, really important. And it, rather than listing things, I like this, I like this, I like to go for walks on the beach, I like my dog, I like to eat in restaurants, I like wine, whatever, boring, okay? Go deep into one thing you like. For example, in the summertime, when it's patio season, I feel so good and so in my element when I'm sitting on a patio with great friends, great company, and my most favorite drink, XYZ. You're describing one thing really deeply with deep feeling, deep description, and sensuality. So you're describing how you love the feeling of being with your friends. You're describing how the drink, your favorite drink, why it's your favorite, because the orange tang, zips on my throat. I don't know, right? Be very, very descriptive in very minute, small things. So dig deep on a small topic and go really deep with it, describing it in a sensual way. So let me just quickly address the word sensuality. Pardon me. Hi, Angela Marie. It's Angela, obviously, but your profile is Angela Marie. So, hi, Angela. So sensuality doesn't mean sex. Okay, you guys? Sensuality is me sipping my tea. That is using my senses. And, right? Feeling the hot tea glide down my throat. I drink Bengal spice, which is a really delicious tea with some milk, and it's really robust. It's actually way too hot for that kind of tea, but I felt like a sweet tea. Anyway, so the sweetness is delicious. I really like the ginger and the cardamom and the cinnamon in it. It's really like awakening my senses without using caffeine. See how I'm describing something in such a sensual way, never invoking anything sexual, okay? So I'm not saying be a sex kitten online. Like, that's going to invoke a lot of different responses than you're looking for. What you want is you describe one thing really well in a sensual way, how you experience it. Once you start going into what you're experiencing, that is what captures a man's attention. Now, of course, we're not doing that to manipulate, but we do want men to see us for who we are, and that is part of you. Yeah, you can definitely list all the things that you like. I like Bengal spice tea. I like drinking coffee in the morning. I sit on my patio sipping my coffee with a book. Like, boring stuff, okay? I'm sorry, but that's boring as heck. What you want to do is go deep. My favorite part of the morning is sitting under the umbrella on a hot summer morning before the sun has creeped through the trees, sipping my black, delicious, organic coffee and watching the birds as the morning is waking up. Oh, gorgeous! No other person online talks like that. And it's giving a piece of your femininity to the written portion of who you are, right? You're presenting yourself in a feminine way in a medium that is like so black and white, literally, right? Written. So you can infuse your femininity and your magnetism in everything. So what do you guys think about that? I'm going to take a sip of my Bengal spice tea and maybe blow my nose. I don't know. And I'm going to wait for you to comment, ask me questions. Let's hear it, guys. Okay, well, there's no comments or questions, but I can go a little bit deeper into, yeah, such a shift, right, Mary Carol? Such a shift. And our society, our societal conditioning right now in this day and age is that of the feminism movement, equality to men, which is so important, don't get me wrong, but we're missing and losing out on the deep, juicy qualities that make men attracted to us in the first place by doing that, by being equal to men and being the same as men. So in the workplace, in corporate setting, any workplace really, I used to work as a midwife in medicine, right? We were always like, it's always competition against the doctors and the higher ups and the nurses between each other. There's always competition, and it's always, you're always trying to, it's a man's world and it's a man's way of working and being. And men who are looking for a quality woman, they're not looking for anybody, right? They're not just looking for any old single girl. There's plenty of them out there. They're looking for an extraordinary woman. And this, writing your dating profile in this way gives a little glimpse, enough for him to be intrigued enough so that you can show him in real life, once you meet or once you talk on the phone and that progresses, your magnetism in real life and, right, build upon that. So it's a really important entryway to attract high quality guys or guys, right, into your abundance dating circles where you can then, really connect with someone. So a lot of people say, oh, dating apps don't work. All I see is jerks. All I get is jerks. All I get is losers. All I get is nothing. No hits at all. It's because of your dating profile, guaranteed. And what you wrote, and of course your pictures and stuff too, which I'll go into another time. but it's your magnetism isn't shining through. So that's the problem. Okay, Angela's saying, I think this will definitely make you stand out. Exactly. It'll make you stand out hugely. And weaker men who are more feminine, that doesn't resonate with them because they are the touchy-feely, connected to their feelings, and it turns them off in a way. Good. You want that, right? You want to attract the masculine men who are like, whoa, she is such a beautiful, sensual being. Angela, yeah, your profile needs this type of refresh. Yeah, totally. Let's do it, baby. I'm with ya. So, yeah, so this is it. This is what I'm talking about. The dating profile issue is not the dating app issue. It's your issue, the woman's issue in how she's presenting herself. Now, trust me, men have issues too in how they present themselves, but we can go into that another time too. There's some telltale signs that they're just awkward, or telltale signs that they're poor quality. So there's differences there. But for us to have the empowerment to take back our power of how we're showing up and what we're attracting, this is a key element, key, probably the number one element that will make or break who you're attracting and what quality. So Mary Carol's saying, so I get how important it is to impart the feeling. Yeah, I so get how important it is. Yes, yeah. And Mary Carol, I know you've been practicing this. You've been doing really well. So this is why this is so important form. So any questions or comments? I can totally leave it at that. Next time, perhaps we'll go more into what pictures to use and why, sort of how to, like I said, discern between a man who's just really bad at like taking pictures, or right, someone who, but who has quality, versus someone who's just like not a great quality match. So we'll go into that another time. Okay, guys, I know it's only 12 minutes, but 12 minutes is a lot. I hope you got a lot out of it. If you have any further questions, message me anytime. Oh, hi, Alkany. You missed most of it. And just watch the replay, okay, kiddo? I don't know why I just called you kiddo. I almost called you babe. I don't know. Those are my little nicknames for people. I apologize if that's offensive. And I will see you next time. So next week, same place, same time, Tuesdays and Thursdays, ongoing. Okay, bye.